Hi, my name is Bruhath, and I go to Lynbrook High School. And for my third milestone, I added a photo and video capturing feature through the press of a button. So I soldered jumper cables to the button pins here. Those jumper cables are connected to the GPIO pins on the Raspberry Pi, specifically GPIO pin 17 and the ground pin to complete the circuit. So how it works is essentially if I press and hold the button, a video starts rolling, and it'll keep rolling as long as the button is pressed. If I release it, then the video will stop automatically, and the file will be saved to a Google Drive folder. For a photo, I just have to click it once, and it'll take a photo. So for the demo now, um, as you can see in the terminal, it says ready. Tap for a photo, hold for a video. So I'm just going to press and hold for a video. It says button press, so text a button, and recording is started. So it's currently recording with the camera now, and it'll keep recording, as I said, as long as the button is pressed. But if I release the button to stopping video recording, then it takes some time to save to Google Drive, but once it does, it'll display a text here. So the program runs indefinitely, meaning I can take as many photos and videos as I want, as long as there's enough storage in the Google Drive folder. So yeah, it takes a bit of time, but I think I'll wait till it's yeah. So you can see video upload to Google Drive, and if I go to my Google Drive here, you can see that the video the video is newly here. It'll take some time to process, but we know it's there. And so as you can see, it says ready. So the program is not done. And so, for example, if I just take a photo, it says capturing photo, photo saved to a Raspberry Pi folder. And again, so yeah, so now it says upload to Google Drive. And if I go back to my Chrome, you can see that I took another photo here. So that's a demo of it. Um, the feature that saves the media to Google Drive is through a tool called rclone, which lets you manage files across many different like cloud services. Google Drive is one of them, but rclone also works with OneDrive and Dropbox. In my code, I used Python subprocess module to externally run rclone commands that move the photo and video files into a specific Google Drive folder. To handle the video recording properly, I had to implement an encoder because this is important because raw video data is massive, and I need something that can efficiently compress the files. And so the encoder I used is H.264, which is widely used, and basically it takes the raw video, it reduces any redundant data and compresses frames, all while reducing the file size and also maintaining video quality. There are other encoders, but for my project, they are overkill because they're typically used for much larger data streams, and I'm just using photos and videos. So for my challenges, I faced a couple of challenges. One of them was figuring out which pins on my push button to solder my wires to. So originally I had soldered the wires to the pins that are farthest from each other, but the problem with that is how push button works is if you solder it to the pins farthest from each other, then they'll be indefinitely connected, while if you solder it to the pins adjacent to each other, they'll be connected only when you press a button, which is exactly what I want for my project. The second issue I ran into was my video files were not being saved for some reason. Turns out there was some logical error where while I was recording, my code was trying to encode it while also trying to convert the files from .h.264 to .mp4. So it was a logical error. So it was a simple fix. I just had to, in my code, I just had to make it so that it only converts to MP4 after the video recording is done. But it took a while to figure out that was the issue. So for my next steps, I'm going to start working on my modifications. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but currently the plan is to add an LCD screen to display what I want, and also perhaps a sensor which tracks blinks. And I'm also going to start annotating my code. Thank you.